Hey guys, PrinceofMacedon here. I'm going to show you a live footage video with commentary added after the battle. So this will be a Macedon versus Baktria battle. I'll be commanding the Macedonians. My opponent's name is SF8 Viper. He'll be commanding the Bactrians. This is battle 307 in my online multiplayer battles for Rome 2. We're going to fight this on the Pyramids map. This is probably one of my favorite maps because it's pretty flat and it's also very picturesque at the same time. Pretty hard balance to achieve, I think. And as I said earlier, this will be live footage, but the commentary is added post-battle. But you can see all my clicks as I made them during the actual battle. So, my army, I went with a companion cav unit for my general, 4 Thessalian cav, 2 javelinmen, 3 mercenary Cretan archers, 4 thorax swordmen, and 4 thurio spears. And I'm putting all my thurio spears in the front lines so they can toss their javelins, and they can withdraw if they need to. Pretty flexible. I put my thorax swords behind my spears. I intend to use my swords as a reserve unit. They can come forward as I need to, though. And all my Thessalian cav are on my left and right wing. My general's in the back. And put my javelins and my archers between my 2 infantry lines. So my opponent, SF8 Viper, he has an army, the same amount of unit slots as myself, almost the same amount of troops too. So he has 1 Bactrian Royal Guard for his general, 2 Bactrian Noble Horse, 1 Bactrian Royal Cav, 2 Citizen Cav, 1 Bactrian Peltist, 2 Mercenary Syrian Archers, 1 Eastern Spearman, 2 Levy Pikemen, 4 Scale Thorax Hoplites, and 2 thurio spears. So I'm going to come forward here, and I'm going to duke it out with my opponent. If he chooses to sit there, I can use the range of my Cretans to make him regret that decision.
General!
So the reason why I brought these javelin men is because I had the extra money, and also I wanted to put them in the front lines in the event that my opponent had a lot of, I don't know, either missile units or what do you call them, thurio spears. I just wanted them to soak up his missiles first. And my opponent brought a similar unit, kind of a throwaway unit. He brought 1 unit of Eastern Spearmen, and he's going to use them to soak up my javelins. So my opponent's throwing his cav to the wings. At first I was going to charge into them. You can see memory targeting them with my left wing cav. I'm not going to charge in though. If he came to charge at me, I would have activated my double speed mode so that they can charge into his guys. But they're not going to. And I'm sorry if that's a spoiler to you. A lot of people have this wrong impression that my videos aren't really based on actual battles. These are actually based on my battles. So if I tell you why a unit moves a certain way, it's because it's crucial to understanding why I won or lost a battle. Like, these aren't meant to be spoiler free, these are meant to tell you how I win battles, or how I lose battles. So anyway, you see his javelin men on the front ranks? He's trying to soak up my javelins, but I turned off all the javelins on my thurio spears and thorax swordsmen. Only my javelin men are turned on, and my archers are activated. But I'm not going to activate the javelins on my main infantry until the rest of his infantry gets in the closer. But I will countercharge his cav on the right. Anyways, he saw how far his Eastern Spearmen got in, so I'm going to use my companion cav to charge into them and just take them out of my skirmish ranks. So I'm putting some of my swords on the right. So as the rest of his infantry gets in closer, that's when I activate the javelin mode, my fire at will mode on my thurio spears, and also my thorax swordsman. I did not want to waste all my javelins on that 1 Eastern Spearman unit. So with my Thessalian cav, I do like bringing them. Like, that was one of Alexander's main components to his cav contingent. And they're actually pretty good in this game, too. As long as you get your charge in. If you don't get your charge in with them, then they're not very good. So just remember that. Thessalian cavalry! So, I freed up some of my Thessalian cav on the right, and I'm going to use them to do some charges from the flanks. And now I see his cav coming in on the left, so I'm just gonna charge into his guys. I'm not worried about that. I think the Thurio Spear unit nearby. I'm gonna use my Creans to target that unit. But again, I just wanted to get my charge in with my Thessalian cav. So now I have my general who charged into his horses over there. I can pull them back out though, because they're in range of that infantry unit up on his side. So now I got my Thessalian cav. Now, when you get your Thessalian cav behind your enemy like this, you have two choices. You can start assisting your infantry against his infantry with hammer and anvil strikes, or you can pick apart his skirmish elements that are in the back, or you can look for other units that are hanging out in the back. Me, I decided to charge into that Bactrian Royal Cav unit. Now, I don't think my guys could win that engagement, but at least I'm bogging them down, keeping them from engaging my guys from the rears, my infantry units. So my general succeeded in taking out that Bactrian Cav unit, whatever it was. So I'm going to use this reserve unit of Thorax Swords to take on his general right there. Now you can see one of my Thessalian cav is starting to break. But that's fine. I'm going to toss in another Thessalian cav unit into that mix. But that's a good thing about having Thessalian, or any kind of cav units free back there in the enemy's rear. It causes chaos, and it gives you more tactical freedom. Ideally, I'd want to use hammer and anvil strikes. But there I switched the target of my Thessalian cav. Now I'm going for his skirmishers, but then I switch targets when I see his infantry unit coming in to rush my Thessalian cav. So now I am actually going for hammer and anvil strikes. And that was the main intent of my purpose anyways. So all was good in the land of Macedon at this point. I am losing a lot of units, but those are my Thurio Spears. I didn't really intend them to last too long against his hoplites. And again, I'm using my general in a reserve fashion. So I see his Bactrian Royal Cav coming in. I'm just going to countercharge with my Thorax Swordsman. And the cav fight on the left it's not going my way, but at least I'm keeping all of those units from joining the fight in the middle. And I'm going to pull back my skirmishers, but I see that I have no Thurio Spears to keep his hoplites from charging my skirmishers. So I'm just going to pull them back and just start skirmishing again with them. So fighting Baktria is pretty tough because they have a pretty good cav element for their roster selection. So as long as I keep my skirmishers back, I can have some freedom with them to pick targets and to take advantage of the fact that I still have all of my I still have a lot of my Cretans still, -1. So there I'm using my general to charge his Bactrian Royal Cav. I'm pretty sure my guys will win that because I have a lot more companions than his Bactrian Royal Cav. I had like 34 and he had like 20 when I launched my initial charge. And I'm winning on the right with my infantry, as you can see, which is going to free up a lot of my Thorax Swords on the right. And I was quite surprised at how my left wing cav was doing, because he had tons of cav on that side. So there my general succeeded in causing his Royal Cav to waver. And once I knock out those Bactrian Peltas, then that frees up 2 of my Thorax Swordsmen. So bam, free! Even my general's free. The balance bar likes me. I'm liking this battle. I'm gonna pull my skirmishers back away from that onrushing Bactrian unit. So he's got believe it's a phalanx unit coming in at my Thurio Spears down here. I'm gonna reposition my Thurio Spears so they can toss what little javelins they have left, if they have any. So I think his skill hoplites right there. I'm gonna charge instantly with my thorax sword. I believe my swords can take him in a frontal fight. And I'm using my other unit of thorax swords to bypass those guys. I'm gonna join the crucial fight on the left. So I see his phalanx coming forward. So I'm gonna pull my Thurio Spears out because I don't want to engage those spears, even though I believe they're levy spears. Because for the front, they're still pretty tough. My opponent's also launching some pretty good rear charges with his remaining cav. But I'm basically gonna play hit and run against his phalanx over there. See that? And I'm gonna pull my swordsman out of that fight. I know I can disengage at will against phalanx units. So this is where I consider the crucial fight to be. Like over here, that's kind of a sideshow. I'm just gonna launch all those guys to the other side. There, I accidentally hit that button when my general was so far from the rest of my troops, so it's kind of useless. I do that a lot with my general. I just want to activate the traits. So I'm gonna charge his noble horse right there, scare them away from charging my infantry from the flanks. I'm gonna get my general closer. There, I'm using my Thurio Spears, sorry, my javelin to knock out some of his units from afar. And I was targeting his general with my Cretan archers, and bam! That caused a huge loss in his morale. So I say good game to him. Battle ends very costly though, very close. That was Battle 307. So you can see the damage there. Our cav wasn't too effective. I mean, I liked what my cav did. It neutralized his cav. Anyways, good game to my opponent. Sorry, I can't talk right now. Hope you enjoyed it.